right after this blows up in the Oval Office, all of these European leaders start to tweet out support of Zelensky. And then this weekend, Keir Starmer hosted some sort of summit for Zelensky that all the leaders got on planes to come and surround him. If you were of the believer that this was staged, this certainly plays into that belief. Now, understand this. The Europeans don't have what it takes. Now, if the Europeans suddenly want to go raise a military and want to go actually support Ukraine, where has this been all along? Why does America have to fund 70% of NATO? Our GDP is about equal with Europe's. If you combine all of Europe and all America, we're slightly richer. If Europe responded to this by upping their defense spending, we would be thrilled. We would be very, very happy. We want Europe to take more responsibility for its security. We want Europe to have more self-determination. So, mission accomplished, I guess. I just laugh at these Europeans that say, oh, we can't give more to NATO, we can't give more to, and all of a sudden, boom, as soon as they're put in a corner, oh, we're going to up our defense spending. Now, here is a tricky little sliver that we have to keep an eye on. Keir Starmer, the pseudo-Marxist prime minister of the United Kingdom, of the Labour Party, says that he's going to put British troops on the ground in Ukraine. You might think, great, here's the problem. As soon as a single British troop is killed, it very well might trigger Article 5. Article 5 of NATO is a mutual defense agreement. An attack on one is an attack on all. So if the United Kingdom is going to put 10,000 troops in Ukraine and Russia kills 100 British soldiers, that triggers Article 5. That means American soldiers very well might be next, and we might be involved in this situation. Should we stay involved in NATO? Why are we in NATO if it's about getting us involved in a conflict, not keeping conflict from happening? Trump needs to get out in front of this, and he will. He needs to call all these leaders and say, this is a bunch of BS. I'm brokering peace. Stop all of your yammering. We're supposed to believe that the Europeans are going to be able to mount an army up against the Russians. NATO is designed to be a deterrent, but what NATO has done has actually provoked more conflict than it's prevented over the last decade. Let's go to some of the media reports here. There's so many of them. We don't have a ton of time. Let's go to 25.
Never in the history of modern diplomacy, war, peace, whatever, have I ever seen anything like it. We just have to hope that for the safety of the free world and for the American people, for the European people, for the Ukrainian people, that these two presidents get out of breath and try to iron out their differences. This was an entirely personal go-to with so many mistruths and misfacts.
That's Christine Amanpour from CNN. She is right about one thing. We've never seen anything like this. And I haven't seen anything like this in my lifetime. You know what that is? A president resolutely putting our nation first. A president drawing a line and saying, no, go fight your own war. If you want to go stand on yourself, that is not our obligation. We are here for peace. We're here for a ceasefire. But our red line is we're not going to be bullied into a conflict and being told, oh, Russia's coming here next. No, it's not. We have an ocean and a great military, and we're very wealthy. The Ukrainians, not so much. And it's refreshing to finally see a president putting America first.